Guys, it's Angela and I'm back with another video. Today's gonna be my week 2 update and it is a very pathetic update. To be honest, it's gonna be a pretty shitty update and I'm really sorry about that. So I've got quite a lot of explaining to do. Right at the end of week 1, I purchased a new tripod, which is what I'm using now, which is why I'm able to actually stand up and move freely in my videos right now, and I'm able to position myself in any area around the house. My old tripod was super flimsy and just too short, so I always had to be sitting down in my videos. But anyways, I purchased this new tripod. It was an awesome investment. I absolutely love it. But because it's more of a professional tripod, it was quite different than how I am used to handling a tripod, and there's a lot more functions which I'm not used to, right? So to screw on the camera on the tripod, there's a little hook underneath, and you're meant to turn that hook, and that's how you get the camera onto the tripod. What I thought was that you have to turn the physical camera on top of the tripod to get it on, and I knew that was really bad because whenever I did it, it would make some sounds. I never actually saw the hook underneath because it's so tiny. I didn't know that's how you're meant to tighten it. So my camera gets jammed onto the tripod piece. I'm able, however, to detach the tripod piece that's connecting my camera to the tripod and the huge tripod itself. So I didn't bother fixing it because I thought, okay, well, I'll just use the same tripod for the rest of this camera's life. I'm planning on getting a new one anyways in a couple of months and it should be fine. But then throughout the week, while I was just about to get all my filming done for week 2, I realized that the tripod was screwed over on top of where my battery slot opens, so that when my battery ran out, I wasn't able to open the battery pack to take it out to recharge it. Therefore, I essentially had 0 camera for a whole week, and I am so damn sorry. If you guys are wondering how I got it fixed, I met a friend during one of the things I'm going to be talking about right now during a language exchange group. I met someone who was actually a photographer, thank God if you're watching this, who actually helped me. So thank you, Tim, so much. You actually saved my life. And he got it out for me, and he basically showed me that I have to screw it from the bottom and not screw the camera onto the tripod. Now that that explanation's done, I am going to update you guys on week 2 just by talking, and I'm so sorry there's no footage this week, but there definitely will be next week. And to make it up to you guys, I'm going to be uploading 2 videos today so that you guys are more entertained, since you hardly got any entertainment from last week. Anyways, let's talk about week 2. Let's talk about the progress. Let's talk about the stuff that I did. From day 1 to about day 3, I was doing the exact same thing. I was just learning vocab, learning grammar, learning things as I always did. And as for progress after about day 3, again, it was slowly but steadily. So I was noticing every single day I was understanding more Korean, learning a little bit more. And I think that's really what I wanted from this challenge. Although I called it 5 weeks to fluency, I knew that that wasn't something that I could achieve, but if I at least progressed a little bit every single day after studying Korean, that was already me reaching my goals. So yeah, day 1, day 2, day 3 of week 2 were exactly that. We're just me doing exactly what I was doing before and nothing different. However, on about day 3 and day 4, I was talking to one of my friends, and my friend was speaking about this language exchange group that he joined. It was an ESL language exchange group that they had in Sydney. It had about 1,000 members, and people would go every single weekend at the same venue to talk and converse in Korean. And I asked him, how did you find out about that language exchange group? And apparently it was on this site called meetup.com. So meetup.com, this is not sponsored, this sounds very sponsored, but meetup.com is a site where basically, I don't know if it's just for Sydney and like Australia, it's probably worldwide, but basically groups organize meetups, and you can request to be a member, and if the organizer accepts you, then you can officially join one of their groups. Now, some groups you have to pay like $2 or $3 to get in, but the ones that I joined are completely free. They meet at a cafe in the city. about an hour later, I became a member of the group and I went to my first meetup. Now, my purpose, obviously, of going to the meetup was to learn Korean. So I'm going to share with you guys how that went and if it's worthwhile hopping onto meetup and trying to join some Korean language exchange groups. So as I said, you know, it was, you know, I signed up, I got accepted, and it was the day that I was meant to film that and show you guys that was on Saturday, because it was from 12 to 1 p.m. on Saturday at a cafe in Sydney. So Saturday comes and in the morning, let me tell you, I was not bothered to go. You know that feeling where you make a plan with a friend and like you guys are super excited beforehand, you're like, yeah, let's go see this, you know, movie, let's go do this. And then on the day of, you're like, shit, I cannot be bothered to go. That was me on Saturday. But I told myself, you know what, I already signed up and I was committed to doing this and I just really wanted to give it a go just to improve my Korean, get more social and get involved with the community even more. And I'm like, today's the day. I have to meet about 16 strangers who I've never met before. I didn't even know what to say really. I was just like, hello. And some people didn't say hi back. Like it was kind of awkward silence. But you know what I realized after like 10 minutes? That's only because they were seeing me for the first time. Once I started talking to them, they were so nice. I've met so many friends through that meetup and I know a lot of you guys are watching this now. So hey, what's up? It's Angela. And thanks for looking at my YouTube videos. But yeah, so we eventually start talking and I start making friends and we start to converse. Now, although making friends is absolutely awesome and fun, the sole reason why I wanted to join the group was to improve my Korean. So, and this is part of week 2, so that's why I'm talking about it. I would say that for the first, let's say hour, or 30 minutes to an hour, everyone was speaking English. And the reason for this is that when you go to a Korean language meetup, what Korean would go to that meetup? Obviously, it's going to be more people studying Korean than those who know Korean or those who are Korean. So I think in that meetup, there was about 2 or 3 Korean people max. I think I would have benefited more if the group had a wider range of people speaking Korean. It was kind of hard when there was only a few people speaking Korean because it felt like you had to hog them, you felt like you had to make such a huge effort and you don't want to ignore everyone around you. That's what I felt was kind of hard too. I felt like whenever I was speaking Korean, full-on Korean, I would get people looking at me like, I don't understand this, and I felt like I was making it a bit awkward for them. So that's when I kind of stopped trying, and I know that's not even the group's fault, that's my fault because I kind of got lazy to speak Korean because everyone was speaking English already, and then when I spoke Korean, people were just looking and like, I don't really get what you're saying, and it's just a bit awkward, so that kind of didn't go too well in terms of speaking actual Korean. I think it's much more beneficial to probably just make Korean friends, I don't know, through HelloTalk if you're gonna meet randoms, because that's literally meeting randoms. But if you'd like to be friends with people with similar interests with you, definitely join the group. It's amazing. It's really bringing people together who are interested in Korean culture, so that's awesome. I'm definitely most likely going to go again next week. So one thing that I have been starting to do this week is writing diary entries. I started doing that about midweek, so I've only written about 3 or 4, but so far it's been such a good way to get my Korean out on paper and to really see, I think, later on how my Korean improves. So writing diary entries acts as a confidence booster, and it also helps me become more motivated because I'm thinking about the future where I go back to the diary entries that I'm reading now and thinking, oh my god, what a piece of shit, and thinking, wow, I improved a lot. Yeah, besides that, that was week number 2. I'm so excited to vlog and film week number 3 for you guys, hence why I bought this new tripod so that my vlogs can be a little bit more stable. I saw a comment the other day saying that my vlogs annoy someone because they were super shaky, so I spent that money because of you, girl. And I bought it, so it's gonna be hopefully a lot more stable now and better quality. I hope you do forgive me, and again, as I said, I'm gonna be uploading 2 videos for today and then more videos throughout the week. So yeah, no, I'm not going to say if you like this video. Please comment down below letting me know your suggestions for further videos in the future, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one.